Hi, how you doing? How was your week? This was the week, right? This was the week that we celebrated Jesus, the baby Jesus, the Jesus that is with us. And sometimes for some people that's a really happy, celebratory time, and sometimes for some people it's a hard time. And sometimes it goes back and forth. So, a couple weeks ago, we continued a tradition that we've been doing since I was living with my mom, baking cookies. My mother has a recipe that she has been using 45, 50, 60 years that she's been using. And then a couple of years ago, like 30 years ago, Kenny and I started to add on to that tradition. So that's what I want to talk to you about. The traditions that we have at different times, but right now that we have at Christmas time. And is it important? And is it something that we should continue to do, or something that maybe is a little too over the top? So I looked it up in the Bible about tradition and food. And in Luke 22:19, then Jesus took some bread and he thanked God for it, broke it and gave it to the apostles. And Jesus said, "This bread is my body that I am giving for you. Do this to remember me." 1 Corinthians 10:31, if you eat or if you drink or if you do anything, do everything in the glory of God. Here's the thing. Jesus connected the food to him. When you eat, this will trigger something in your head to remember. That's why we do grace. Colleen brought us grace in my family. She did it at school. She brought it home and would not let us eat until we did it. And to this day, her daughter is also making us do that. Connections, connecting. Learning how to do things, learning how to bake cookies, learning how to do a prayer, and then teaching it to their children and their grandchildren. The tradition that we have now is baking cookies. And we started doing it in the version that we're doing now, 10, 15 years ago. So here's my tradition. A couple weeks before Christmas, we come up with a date. And the whole family, and you know what I mean by the whole family, Lisa, Craig, Emily, Kevin, Kenny, me, Scarlett, Kennedy, the new one that's coming, we get together. And we have to basically all be there. We get together. And sometimes we get together at Mom's house. And sometimes we get together at my house. And sometimes we get together at Colleen's or Kevin's house or the church. And we get together and we bake cookies. It's always the same cookies because that's the ones we love. And that's the tradition. So this year, we did it. We got together and we came to the church because, first of all, there's that connection between the tradition and the faith. And it's a good place to bake cookies because there's 2 stoves. We got this. So we come together and we bake these cookies. Everybody has a part to play, including the kids. And we put them all, we cook them, bake them all. We decorate them. We put them out on the table. and then we collect them into little containers. And then we have dinner, and then we go home and share our tradition with our families, with our friends, with the co-workers that we have, with people who live up the street. We're sharing our tradition. We're holding our tradition in God's house. We're sharing our tradition with people to show them. And they get the story when they get the food. This year, Christmas was a little tough because Kevin wasn't feeling well. Colleen is, in heaven. So it was a little tough. And then Lisa pulled out a laminated piece of paper. Is that upside down? No. This is what she gave me. This is a list of all the cookies that we make every year and the recipes for them. And Lisa made enough to share with everybody. So now we have the recipes, and we can continue this tradition through our families, through the ones that we create. So my mom shared the tradition with me. I shared it with Kenny and Kevin and Carl, and they're sharing it with their children, and it will go on. And Lisa made it possible, succinctly, just this nice one piece of paper to do everything that's laminated. It will last. And she gave it to us, and I was so excited. And then Craig handed me a gift to open. He handed me a gift to open, and it was a book. Here's the back of it, you see? And here's the front of it. Those are the cookies we made this year. Those are the exact cookies. He took pictures of them, and that's the picture he took. And inside this book are all the recipes, the list of all the cookies we make, and pictures of us making the cookies. Kenny and Colleen. And Scarlett. And there's Carl too. There's pictures of all of us. Kevin and Kennedy and Harper throughout them. There's Carl. And there's us together at my mom's house. And this is Scarlett at the church. Just goes page after page. These are the cookies. Those are my favorite. So you can see what it is. This is the concrete version of our tradition. That book is something I can hold in my hand. I can show other people. I can have one of my grandchildren sit on my lap while I read it to them. I can show it to the people that will take over when I can't make the cookies anymore. I can give it to them and say, it's up to you. You keep this tradition going. That is the most amazing gift that I have had at Christmas time. I don't even know if they realized when they decided to do this for me how deep the whole thing goes. The tradition that we have at Christmas time, what we do to show Jesus that we celebrate him, is to share something that we made with our friends and our families. This is what Jesus wants. He wants us to share those traditions, because that is how you learn. That is how you bring Jesus to other people. You don't even have to say that. All you have to say is we make them for Christmas. And they know what you're talking about. This gift is a way to help. It's a way for me to understand that this family's not going to stop. This family's going to keep going. And the traditions that we have brought into it might change a little bit. Might add a couple cookies, might take a couple away, might make something else. But that tradition is going to keep going. And this particular tradition that we do is now in a form that won't be forgotten. The memories of being all together and working together and coming up with a delicious way to celebrate is not going to be gone. It's not going to be lost. It will always be here. Even when I'm not here, even when my grandchildren have their grandchildren, it will still be here. That's the gift. The gift that I was given is the continuation of our family, of our traditions, of the people that we love. And that is an amazing, amazing gift. I found a song, because a lot of people feel the same way that we do, don't they? That food connects with families and connects enough so that it's repeated over and over again. And here's just a hymn, a real simple hymn. Let us break bread together on our knees. Let us break bread together on our knees. When I fall down on my knees with my face to the rising sun, O Lord, have mercy on me. Let us drink wine together on our knees. Let us drink wine together on our knees. When I fall down on my knees with my face to the rising sun, O Lord, have mercy on me. And let us praise God together on our knees. Let us praise God together on our knees. When I fall down on my knees with my face to the rising sun, O Lord, have mercy on me. Jesus said, when you eat, remember me. When you drink, remember me. You have to have a way of getting that eating and that drinking there. You have to have food to do what he said specifically. And you have to be able to make the food. And if you can make the food with your family, or do whatever your tradition is with your family, then you're going to remember. So Jesus had a point. You remember to eat. You remember how to make the food that you're eating. When you're doing it, remember me. So it's always there. I have an incredible family. Some of my family is here and some up there, but I have an incredible family. And they are continuing this tradition with me. And I am blessed. And Kenny is blessed that we have this incredible family. So, you do your traditions, whatever they are. You continue them. You do them as long as you possibly can. And they will come. And they will continue. And so that connection with Jesus will continue. That connection with each other will continue. And now I got the concrete version, so I will always remember. You remember. I love you. I miss you a lot. but we will be together soon. You have a good week. I'll see you next week.